So this is a video from years ago when me and had problems with the back end of the scammy. Always had a grumble on it, and what it was, we thought it was just one of the front diff bearings was gone or getting tired. It is old; it's allowed to be tired, and we decided to pull it apart and have a look. But when Dad had a look and got the prop off, we found that we couldn't get the bearings out. So what we had to do is actually take the whole back end out, which is what's happening in this video. As you can see here, we had help from Simon Jameson from Henshaw Garage. He's got a big heavy recovery Foden X-Remy one. It's a big heavy lifting piece of kit. We used it for lifting the back end of the scammy up, so we could get the back end out. We'd already cleared it out, so we could get it out at this point, as you can see in the videos. And then it gets to this point now where we're starting pulling it apart. Here I am with a impact driver and a hammer and a screwdriver, knocking the paint off, because it's had probably 50 years, 60 years worth of paint put into the screw heads, so you couldn't get it in. So knocked that out and impact drivered the screws to make sure they all came out nice and easy, and it did, because it's good old British engineering, it just does. And then there you go, there's the side covers off. So you can see the half shaft there. So the half shafts on these, because it's one prop, one diff, feeding two drive wheels on each side, so it's four-wheel drive, is they've got a prop coming out the centre of the diff, and they've got gears in the side casings. As you can see, when I'm spinning that, it spins wheels, and the gears mesh into all the. You can kind of see there. There's a little gear on the inside of it. There you go. Oh, that worked out quite well. And what it is it's gear driven into the hubs, and that's why when people have problems running the wrong size tyres, it winds the side casings up, and you crack teeth off your side casing gears and destroy your back axle in the Scammell. And at this point, this is where we found out one of the half shafts was seized in. So it took us literally about a day, 2 days worth of just now and again, when we could, stand around. We went backwards and forwards and knocked the half shaft in and out and in and out, because we couldn't get it out far enough to lift the diff with the bottom of the bellows, and or the pumpkin, or whatever you call them. I know the Yanks call them pumpkins a lot. But yeah, you can see here, because the diff goes in. What it is on a scammy diff is they've got the prop goes in the top, drives a worm gear on the top of the diff on the top of the crown wheel, and the worm spins, stays in situ, and as it spins either forwards or backwards, it makes it runs either one way or the other way on the crown wheel, and turns your wheels forwards or backwards. That's how you get it get drive at the back of it in scammy. A lot of old stuff used to use that sort of setup, but a lot of stuff now runs off a crown wheel and pinion, so the normal sort of way to do it now. I think here's where there we go. There we go. You see me backwards and forwards, knocking. I had a big old tube in one side, going through the diff so I could get into it, and then the puller on the other side, bit of tension on, knocking it, and then just knocking it in and out, blocks of wood on either side, as you can see. And we just kept moving it just enough until we could get the diff out, and you'll see fit later on the diff will come out there. There we go. You can see we've just got the prop, not the prop, the half shaft, just far enough out to get the diff out. So we lift it up, lift it out the way, and then once we've got that out, we can have a look in and actually get the half shaft knocked out properly. Unfortunately, this is before I was probably into YouTube, so it wasn't filmed that well. It's filmed on an old iPhone 5 or something. and a lot of stuff wasn't that well documented. But here we are, it'll do. You get a good idea. Just cleaning off the, you can see the bronze crown wheel, and that's why a lot of these were scrapped. And I know a lot of scrap men used to love getting them in. They used to smash the diffs and the back axles out so they could get the crown wheels out for the Christmas bonuses. You see as they're knocking the lock tabs off the bottom of the diff. Yeah, I'm pulling the caps off so I can lift the diff out, because I found as well that worm gear was very pitted, and what it had been doing is it had been wearing away at the phosphor bronze crown wheel, which isn't a fun thing. We did have a panic thinking we might have to get a new worm drive made, and went all over the northeast and couldn't find anywhere to possibly make one. And the one place we could say could make one, they said there would be no point because they couldn't heat treat it, so as soon as you put it in, if you put it in, it'll probably snap. There you go. You can see the pumpkin on your left in there, and yeah, cracking on. Trying to get the worm out of here. This is the reason why we're pulling it out. We see that bearing there. That bearing was tired. And I don't think I've got any pictures of the worm and the condition it was in. It wasn't very clever, like. I can't remember having so much bother getting to do it, like. But there you go. There's the bearing pack out of the back of the worm, I think. Can't remember now. It's been a good few years since this has happened. Like, it's 2021 when I'm filming this, and I'm doing this voiceover now. We're doing this to take it to a Scammell show at Shildon Railway Museum, and it's been that long I can't even remember how long ago that was. I think it was 2018, I think. So it's been a while. It's been a while. I just pulled the sides off and got the spider gears out. So that's how the diff works, and these have got spider gears inside the crown wheel, which our shaft goes into. I think they're on, if I remember rightly, it looks like square blocks. Again, I can't even remember. I wish I had better videos of it, but nobody's got these videos. Here I am setting up the I can't even remember what you call it now. Making sure the pinion runs in the centre of the crown wheel. Shimming the diff up, making sure it's going to be square. Otherwise you run it on one edge and you can wear one edge of the teeth off, and it doesn't do the diffs any good. It's what people usually mean by shimming diffs, if you ever come across it. Getting the lock tabs knocked back into place. Here's some tighten doing. It's good this. I bet not many people can say they've rebuilt the back end of a Scammy or a Scammell Pioneer. There we are, turning it over now. You can see that there's a little hole in the top where there's a plate that goes on, and the bottom of the pumpkin or the diff housing, whatever you want to call it, is full of gear oil, and when the crown wheel spins, it throws oil up, and it rolls into this like catch thing, and it runs onto the top of the worm drive. There again. This is where we're starting to get back into putting it back together now. Rolled it out, got the F7 out, and lifted it up, got it squared away so it was go running straight back. As you can see, using the old F7 with the Atlas on. Just moving it about, getting it in place before, because I think Simon's already in. Yeah, you can see the back end of the Scammell's lifted up. You can see the snatch block and jib of Simon's forwarding. Yeah, this is the fun bit. We're having to line up the back end of the actual scammell and put it back onto the shackles back onto the springs, making sure that the back axle's square. That's what we did. I'm gonna say thanks for watching, and sorry if my voiceover's a bit crap. It's the first one I've ever done, so, and I'm doing it, and it's currently 11 o'clock at night and I want to go to bed. So, thanks for watching, hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy it, let us know. We'll quickly add, someone pinched the front camouflage net off it there. Scumbag. Hit a show one day and was there in the morning, it wasn't there at the night time. Someone actually pinched the camouflage net off the front of our wagon. We didn't know, which is a shame. So, if anyone has one, let us know. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you're interested in this kind of stuff, because there's more to come.